Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Marco here from Bottom Line Sense, and today we're going to be talking about how you can create a beautiful WordPress page or blog post with a visual editing tool called Thrive Themes. So if you've come here, you've obviously want to find out how you can create a beautiful WordPress page. Now, I'll show you an example of what I mean. So if I just go to my website, and straight from the bat, you can see that, I don't have a theme that creates this look for my website. So if I go down, you've got some content boxes here that can take you to a certain page, or you got this like opt-in box, and then also some other things like as seen on these websites here. So I've actually been featured on some of those websites, and then I've got a blog roll here for my latest blog post. And then right at the bottom, again, a little bit of a custom section that you can go to learn more about how to start a profitable t-shirt store, and then at the bottom another custom footer. Now you might be like thinking, oh, how do I get a theme like this? Well, I don't actually have a theme that gives me this look. Basically, I built this look with a page builder called Thrive Architect, which is a product by Thrive Themes. So I'll just take you to that over here, and I'll show you Thrive Themes. So basically, Thrive Themes is a product suite that has a bit of a spin on it, and they produce products that are basically conversion focused for WordPress, and they produce themes and also plugins. So let's just have a look here at the plugin that we're going to use to build pages. So this is what it is. It's called Thrive Architect, and it's basically sort of like Elementor or Visual Page Builder, but the thing I like about this the most is, it works really well with the themes that they produce with it. So what I mean by that is, like, you can go get, say, Elementor or, Visual Page Builder, but what I've found in the past is, if you just have a random WordPress theme, that the two won't sort of, marry up quite well, and you will have like usability issues, functionality issues, and just generally speed issues, because the codes might not be built to work alongside each other. You'll have one code from Elementor doing its thing, and then you're trying to add that to a different theme producer, and they just don't work that well. And this is why I sort of like Thrive Themes. So I've actually been a member of Thrive Themes for about 2 years now. That's how long Bottom Line Sense has been running. So I'll just go into the product and show you a little bit more about it. We'll try and find this product. If I just go to products at the top, and so it's Thrive Architect. I'll leave the link in the description below. That's my affiliate link, and if you do click through and purchase with it, I do receive a small commission from it. So Thrive Architect is basically allows you to visually create your WordPress pages or blog posts with these elements, similar to Elementor or Visual Page Builder, but like for the reasons I said before, this is why I like Thrive Architect. So they have built it with speed in mind. They created custom landing pages. I'm not sure if Elementor has landing pages, but they have 334 beautifully designed landing pages that have a conversion focused approach to them, and they also have pre-built conversion elements. Now we'll get straight into that now, but I just wanted to cover the pricing for you. So the pricing is $67 for a single license, and you'll basically get 1 year full year support from that, and obviously you have access to all the Thrive Architect features and also the landing pages, and the updates are unlimited and free for the entire year that you have the license. If you have more than one website, you can obviously get the 5-pack for $97 and make a bit of a saving there. So that allows you to use it up to 5 websites, or you can go on the Thrive membership package, which gives you basically access to all the plugins that that Thrive have to offer. And there's quite a bit, trust me. And they work quite well all with each other. So I'm actually on the Thrive membership plan, and I can get to use it up to 25 websites. Every time I buy a website, I don't worry about coming back here and paying $67. I can just go start installing them onto new websites. So So before we go further ahead, I'll just show you an example of what will happen if you try and create a WordPress page or blog post without a visual editor. So let's go into, pages. I'll create a new page. And I'll just say this is going to be a random page, let's just say it is how to start a hoodie store, and I'm just going to say this is a landing page. But basically when you get to WordPress, this is what you'll see. This is the backend editor. And it can be quite tedious for some people, like, you got to learn some of these buttons here to understand what's really going on. So say I'm starting to write my post, I'm going to add that there. That's a normal text. And now you got to use stuff like this to change it into, paragraph sizes. So that's my heading. And then I'll go, start writing my paragraph. So this is how you start a hoodie store. And I add some dots, and I'll just chuck a picture in there, a couple of pictures, just to show you what will happen when we try and align it. Now let's say that, I have two images here of starting a hoodie store, right? Like a step 1 and a step 2 kind of thing, and I want to put them side by side. And I'll just grab any two images here just to show you an example of what will happen in this visual editor. So now I've got this one image, right? But I also want to add an image right next door to it with a similar size. So if I try and resize that, that goes center, and I'll just align it. And now I'm going to come along and put my other, I'm going to add my other image. Now you see there, I'm trying to click here on the right, but it's not letting me. And it's taking me back here to this paragraph that I ended, which is quite annoying already. So if I go and try and add another image, my formatting will get screwed up. So I've added a different size image, which seems to be, quite annoying. Like I can't get these images side by side. Even if I dragged it or even resized it, look, it's starting to mess up my text as well now. So I hope you're getting the idea of what happens when you try and use this editor, and this is why I invested in, a software like Thrive Architect to make this approach more simple. Now, say for instance, I wanted to add, other things like columns with background colors and stuff like that. It is very hard. You'll need to start typing HTML in order to achieve that. Now, not a lot of people know HTML, which is not a bad thing, because with HTML, if you did know it, you could obviously do all of that stuff and all that back-end editing right here in this text box, and you might achieve the look and feel that you want. But still, it is a huge nightmare to find out, a huge nightmare to create the editing in this tool. Trust me, I've been there, I've done it, and I invested in something that ultimately allows me to cut my time in half with the editing of my content. So let's have a look how easy it is with Thrive Architect. So most of you won't actually have this button available. I know that. In order to get that button, you'll need to install Thrive. So I'm just going to save this page and we'll get back to it, right? I've just how to start a hoodie store. So in order to get this button here, if you actually went into plugins and try to add a new plugin and try to search for Thrive themes, you won't be able to find it. So I've already tried searching it, and there's no Thrive themes here. So in order to get it, you need to purchase it from the manufacturer, which is Thrive Themes Architect, and I'll leave the link in the description below. And what you want to do is you want to pick the plan that you want. So say if you go for a single license, you click buy now, and then you'll get through the whole payment process system. And once you purchase it, I'll just log into my my membership, because I've already got this. I don't need to buy it again. So I managed to log into my Thrive membership panel, And when you get there, all you need to do is go to your members dashboard and you'll get access to your products this way. So you have to download the plugin for WordPress like this. You click this link, you click download, and you save it somewhere that you know. Once you get to that, all you need to do is go to plugins, go add new, go upload plugin, choose your file, and find that download for Thrive. So that should be in compressed. So there it is, Thrive Product Manager. I don't know why that showed up there. Once you do that, click upload and install now, and then activate. And then once you've activated, you'll see this little tab here at the bottom that says Product Manager. Click Product Manager. Once you're in the back end of your Product Manager, you'll see the product that you've just purchased with Thrive. So obviously I've got Thrive Architect already installed. All you have to do is simply click the little checkbox and go install product, and then it will install Thrive Architect. So you won't if you buy the single license, you won't actually see any of these available for you because you haven't got the membership. So I've got the membership, and I've got access to everything. All right, once you have that little button that I just spoke about before should be installed. Well, it should just be in your WordPress editor. So if I go find that page, how to start a hoodie store, I'll just click back into it, and immediately before even starting your post, all you have to do is click Launch Thrive Architect. Now I'm gonna go create this. I'll just add this here. Oops, that was a bit silly of me. So as you can see, I've got these two images here with a bit of a text, a title, an H3 heading, a little bit of a paragraph text, and two images side by side, and I wanted to place them in a box. So that's what they look like now on my page. So I can actually edit this in here like that. All I have to do is do that, and it'll come up with my, the WordPress backend editor. Now I want to recreate this. All I have to do is go click here, grab a text box, drag that text box over, start typing how to start a hoodie store, select the heading size, there we go, done. Grab another text box and drag that right underneath and type the next text. This is how you start a hoodie store, ... Now the thing I like about this is it's completely separate, right? The text, you cannot drag an image element into this text box. So I'll show you how to do this. So in order to drag images there, all you have to do is grab an image, drag it at the bottom, and then find those two images. So I believe it was this one here. Oh no, this one here. And now that's a little bit big. I can resize it just by dragging this little slider here. So now I've resized it, right? And to add another image right next door to it, I just simply grab it, make sure that it says to the right of it, and go find that other image. There's one of these ones. So I'll just grab that one there. I think it's the right one. So there you have it. Now you can see my images are two different sizes. And I can play around with it and drag it, and center it like that. If I want to create two of the same sizes, now I can see. Now my editing for these two images are quite, uniform, and it was much easier to achieve than, doing something like this with the WordPress back editor. So I'll actually just delete that and show you a few more features with this. So let's say you want one image to be smaller than the other one. All you have to do is drag this content slider and drag it like that. But that's obviously a strange, effect. If I wanted to enclose these two images into, a box, all I would do is go grab a content box and then drag columns into that box and then select half. And now within those columns, I can add images, and they should be confined to the same size as the boxes, right? So let's try that for the other one. This will work perfectly well if the two images were the same size. So I'll grab the same image and just show you. So there you have it. Now, so that's a pretty neat feature. And if I wanted this whole image, like if I want to rearrange it and put it above the title, all you have to do is, oops, not that button. Grab the content box. Did I grab that right? And drag that out there and put it there. So there I've got it above that now. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Now, in order to take advantage of building the page, we can do that with these tools as well. So you have to drag background sections in order to create different sections within a page. So that's how I built my home page, right? So with this background section, so in my site, these are rows of images on a background section. And the background section on the home page is a full width page. This is a content box because that's what I've set up for my WordPress. So all I had to do that is, grab 3 and 3, drag another one, grab 3 on 3, and then start placing images in these boxes. So I'll just grab a image. I'll just grab that one there, and then slowly size it to the way I want to size it. And I believe I can put a button in there as well. How did I do that? So you can actually put the button below it. But if you want the image to be a clickable link, all you have to do is go out to the bottom here and type add link to image and go https whatever the link is. So if it's going to a specific page, like my one's going to my blog page, my about page, sorry, and that one's going to the blog page. To do that effect, you just have to work with the buttons, right? So this image, this column here, only has a button in it. So I'll drag a button, I'll center that button. I'll add that button there. Drag it in the middle, say, about me. And then for the background of it, you can add an image. So you just click this button here, go choose the image, and I'm just going to add a funky image that I wanted, say that same image there, and I will apply that as a static image. So that's basically it, how I set up the other images for those buttons there. And then you can do other sections, like on my site, I've got immediately below that, I've got an opt-in form. So to do that, I'd go grab another background section, and I'll probably make this like a blue section or maybe a bordered section like that. And then go grab a subscribe form. So form, contact form, lead gen, drag that in there, and there you go. And to set that up, all you'd have to do is go here and set it up with your program that you have set up with Thrive. So I've set mine up with ConvertKit. So that's pretty much like it in a nutshell with Thrive Architect. There are different types of elements as well. So I'm just going to go through some of the elements that you can do. So you can do buttons, background sections, content boxes, logos, some social signs as well. Again, click to tweet. So basically if I put like bottom line sense is the greatest, someone can come along and obviously interact with that button and click it. Or if there's something useful that you want to see, make people tweet, you can obviously put that there. You can also drag custom HTML content there. So if you have like code that you want to fire on the page, Facebook code or anything like that, you can do that. There's also fill counters. You can set the fill as you require. I've never used that before. Progress bars, the lead gen I showed you an example of, star ratings. So if you're doing, this is pretty good for reviews. So if you have a review site and you want to rate like a product or something like that, you can simply just add the star rating box and then select, 5 out of 5, best of product or the best product. The other cool feature I like about this is you can create table of contents. So the table of contents, they've got different styles in that, which makes it look much more unique than the simple table of contents. So this is the one I like the most. So I always set my table of contents to H3 headers. So if I go there, this should auto populate. So the best how to start a hoodie store. This is how. Right, so back here, and we're trying to create a table of contents, and this is how you start a hoodie store. And I'll just change that again to H3, and I'll show you here this table of contents. So it actually finds H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, and H1 tags. But if you have a post that has like multiple H tags, right? I'll give another example. Explanation. It's cool. I'll just write a random text there, and I'll show you and H2. Now in this table of contents, if I hit update, it'll find everything and also subcategorize them into the respective sizes. So imagine I didn't want the H2 or the H4. I'll just do that and update it, and now it looks pretty neat. There was one other cool feature that I really like using. It's the what is it? Content blocks. So I'll just drag a content block and show you what I mean by that. So if your site is purely about reviews, or testimonials, or certain structures in your blog post, then you can obviously add these like cool little content boxes already ready to go. So for example, if you have a quote from someone, you can simply just add this box in here. Pretty sure that's how you do it. Whoops, let's try that again. Blog post, and it's already like pretty cool set up. So this is a very cool way to do like your quotes and stuff like that. Or if you wanted, like, let's just drag another one on. So I was saying something about review sites, right? Normally, like for my reviews, I put something like this. So you may have seen on my site some posts like this before, where I've got the product name, and say I can put an Amazon link in here, DJI drone, and then like link them directly to my Amazon affiliate product, and then also give my rating. That's one way you can do that. Another thing that I also like is the videos. So you can actually go grab videos off YouTube, Vimeo, Wistia, or even your own like hosted videos, and have these cool, I'll just grab this, have these cool little boxes that enclose your video. So what I mean by that is you can put it in monitors or tablet screens. So there's a white tablet or a black tablet. I like doing the black tablet, and also lifted styles as well. So that obviously gives your blog post a little bit of a unique feature. Now say this is not a blog post and it's actually a landing page that we wanted to create. We can honestly just go change this and create our own landing pages. So these are the 334 landing pages that you can choose from. So let's go in here and have a look. So I wanted to create a landing page about selling a product. So it's a sales page that I'm after, and all I have to do is click save, and now I've got a landing page already built for me, and I can work with this to basically build something that will align with my product or my brand and effectively sell the thing. And I believe that these are quite similar to like ClickFunnels. The only thing that this landing page it can't do is you can't say, for instance, if I preview this, you can't actually use this button to make a purchase, which is a bit of a downside, but there are workarounds to obviously do that. So if you have a conversion focused website where you need landing pages and you need to make a sale, then yes, you can use WordPress, yes, you can use Thrive themes, but you will need to get a payment processor, and the one that I recommend is, I think it's Thrive Cart or something like that. Thrive Cart. Yeah, it's Thrive Cart, and basically the Thrive Cart plus Thrive themes and Thrive Architect will work together so that you can accept payments on your WordPress website, which is ideally a very good combination of products that is very cost effective, as opposed to using something like ClickFunnels, which costs $99 per month ongoing. That's more than $1,000 in a year. Obviously you'd be making a lot of money if you'd be spending that much money on software, but this is a good out of the box solution for those ready to get ready to just want to take the lead on things. So what if you don't want to create a sales page as a landing page? Well, yeah, you can go ahead and select a new landing page. All you have to do is click this little cloud button on the side here, like I did, and then go and find a landing page that you want to use. Now you can go scrolling through all of these to try and find something, but I like just coming here and typing homepage or something like that, and here we go. We've got some home pages. Maybe we're a site who specifically talks about things for women. This one looks like a cool one, so I'll just choose it and then wait for it to load. So there you have it. This is a very cool, unique out of the box home landing page that's perfect for a lifestyle blog, specifically for women. You can give this a bit of a kick and turn it around and make it, you can change it to be for whatever purpose you really need, but for right out of the box, it's perfect for a site, specifically a lifestyle site for women. So I personally quite like this, to be honest. It's quite neat. It's already got a lot of design features already implemented, and you don't need to do a lot of more editing to get the same effect. Ooh, a parallax background. That's pretty cool. And that's a pretty cool feature with the blog post. I'll give you a bit of a snippet and the feature image, and then sign up now and all the stuff at the bottom. That's pretty cool. So let's have a look at that, and without the editing on. So yeah, that does, out of the box, that is a pretty cool landing page. And obviously there is 334 landing pages to go about, and you can save the landing pages and change certain elements of it. You don't have to worry about overriding the default ones. You'll be able to save your own specific ones and find them here under the saved landing pages. So 334 landing pages on basically a lot of different niches. So go for it if you want that. That's perfectly cool. or you can start designing out of the box with the tools provided here on the side. So that's basically it. That is how you create beautiful WordPress pages with Thrive Architect and WordPress, and you can obviously do the same with your WordPress blog posts. As you can see in some of my website ones, bottom line sense, they look quite cool. You know, I've got a cool homepage. Probably needs a bit of updating, but I'll get to that eventually. I just wanted to show you the tools that I use to achieve the certain features that is on my website and what I also use for other websites as well. So there you have it. If you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you want, I'll leave the link in the description below to get Thrive themes. And if you have any questions, just shoot a comment in the box below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.